Welcome to the Season of Discovery Phase 1 Class Tier List in World of Warcraft. Here is the tier list. Right here. Yep, right here. Up. There. Whatever I say in this video is factual and is indisputable. So, how I'm going to grade them is by how they do in PvE and PvP. That's it. That's it. Alright, and the first one I'm doing is Rogue. Obviously, because that was my first class, that is my favorite class, and that is my main class. I think it's an S tier. This is not biased, by the way, because let me explain. Why? Because they have short kicks. They don't need any other support class to help them dish out damage. They're good by themselves, or like in your group, they're just passively good in your group. You know, by themselves, their solo content is really good. They just, you know, it takes time to build up to that place. And they were especially wanted in BFD, Black Fathom Deeps, because you had short kicks and you could deal damage passively without even having to worry about, you know, using your abilities. But, you know, this is a level, we're level 25s. Like, what the fuck, what else do you want us to do? In terms of PvP, well, they're rogues. In classic WoW, they've always been broken. And now that they have a ranged ability, 20 yard slow, and a 20 yard stun with a gun. Boom! Boom! Signaling that that sound means you're dead. Boom, it's over. Giving them a gun, ranged ability, well, you don't necessarily have to use a gun, but I use a gun because it sounds so satisfying. And because the best in slot gun, or the best in slot ranged weapon for the rogue is a 6 agility gun. But yes, they've always been S tier in PvP as well. So, I'm gonna put the rogue in S tier. Okay, this is true, undeniable. Now next up is Druid.
Mate! Go on, mate!
Leave my dog alone.
The fucking human is not an animal, man.
Now, am I gonna talk about specific specs? Probably not. We're level 25, like, what do you want us to fucking do? So I'm just gonna do it generally, okay? The Druids, pretty good. They can heal themselves, have consistent damage, especially with Wind Fury. That's basically like, what is that spell for Shamans? Oh no, yeah, Wind Fury. I'm so stupid. Wind Fury, yeah. They basically have Wind Fury at level 25. That's really good. You want that in your group. On solo content, they're good too. In terms of damage, they're really good too. They're up there. They're up there, you know? Especially with the raid Mace for Feral Cats. You at least want one of these pussies if you're melee heavy in your group, you know? Really good healing too. They have an AoE healing rune. Oh my gosh, it's so good. Oh, they can decurse. Not many classes have at the moment because, you know, we're 25. In terms of PvP, they're good too. Especially Balanced Druid. Holy shit, that Star Surge rune. Oh, what a journey to get that rune. Oh my gosh, what a journey to get that rune. Shit. If you were a level 1 and you got that rune, your leveling experience, oh, so fast. Like, boom. Boom, so fast. Go real fast. You go fucking. You're like this. Mob Star Surge. Mob Star Surge. Mob Star Surge. Mob Star Surge. Not S tier, I wouldn't say. I would say like around A tier in terms of PvP. They have good sustainability. You know, they can last. They're good for like Warsong Gulch, which everybody is like pre-mating for. They're good flag carriers. They're amazing at it, actually. I would say they're S tier flag carriers. Druids are also good for like taking out stealthies like other feral druids and rogues. They're good for PvP for that too. Like, oh my gosh. I think that's the only class that can be anti-stealth. It's so good. Oh, and hunters too. Hunters too. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So I'm gonna rank it. I'm gonna say okay, I guess. Okay. Just okay. You need a feral druid, but you don't really need it in terms of passive things like a rogue. Like having a rogue passively is just good for your group. And then we got Hunter. How do you know if a class is broken? Well, you get nerfed the first day of launch. That's how you know. Hunters, oh my gosh, I can't even talk for them right now. I played one. I play one too, actually. They're so strong. Oh my gosh, you can just AFK with your pet and you're shooting the boss. You don't even have to do anything. You can just AFK in a PvE environment. They also have Heart of the Lion, that buff where they increase all your stats by 10%. That's gonna be so good at max level. Yeah, you just want one in your group. You do. They're passive damage. I'm pretty sure they're gonna get nerfed in the next phase on day 1. So, you know, it is what it is. But I'm not saying you want one in your group just because of the heart of the line buff. Kind of like the Feral Druid, you know, where they're like Wind Fury bots. But they just do good damage too. Especially with, what is that spell? What is that spell? The Chimera Sting? Or the Chimera shots, essentially auto-attacking twice every 8 seconds. Hunters were always broken in PvE when it comes to like solo content. They have no downtime to questing and leveling. It's nuts. It's unfortunate for Beast Mastery hunters who just AFK and auto shoot in your raid or your group because they got nerfed, but it's not really that big of a nerf. I'm sure a lot of hunters that's watching this are gonna be like raging at me, saying we shouldn't have gotten nerfed or some shit. Yeah, shut up. You need that nerf. For PvP, oh my gosh. PvP, the hunter doesn't even have to be there. It's the fucking pet! The Wind Serpent! That's all you need is the Wind Serpent. You can Eye of the Beast your Wind Serpent pet and just kill everything. Crit everything for like 300 damage twice. I hate hunters even though I play one. You know what? We'll fix that right now. Here, we'll do that shit live. Yeah. Yeah. There you go. There's the actual hunter. There we go. Nice. Okay. Next up, mages. Out of a pointy hat, I should buy a pointy hat. That blue boy who's casting that fire shit. So good in your group, especially if it's a fire mage. Good at AoE. The only thing that's good at AoE actually. Really good by themselves. They can AoE farm as they've always been doing. Especially now that they have the healing and living flame. But also fire mages pop off. They pop off in your raid group. You know, mage healer is a thing. Mage healer is a thing. If you want to try it out, you know, you can have a DPS healing you. Just think about it. A DPS doing 140 plus DPS. That's fucking casting some fire shit. That's cooking up some fucking shit. And it's healing you at the same time while you're dying. Okay, PvP for mage, really good as well. They have roots. They can crowd control with polymorph. You know, they can kite you because they have living flame and living bomb. Holy shit, I cannot wait to see what they will be doing at level 60. It's nuts. A really good mage at PvP, scary. If they know what they're doing, scary. Like, you cannot touch them. You will not be able to touch them. But, again, we're level 25. Everyone gets nuked by each other, so I'm gonna put them at S. You know, you need one in your group. If you're doing, like, big pools and everything, the mage just, like, melts them like butter. They're the 1,000-degree knife challenge. They are a walking 1,000-degree knife challenge. And you know what else they're good for? Being anti-warriors. Rooting them and ruining their lives. Oh, speaking of warrior, guess which class I'm grading next, huh? Guess which class I'm grading next. Yup, that's right. The warrior. The fucking warrior. Is it? I feel like every class is good. I played these classes, okay? I played most of these classes, okay? There's 3 classes that I didn't play, but I'm still grading them. But the warrior feels so satisfying. PvE for warriors. They can buff you with a 2-minute buff that increases your attack power by a lot. They can debuff the boss, shredding their armor, making them absolutely have 0 armor. So any melee stacked classes or like groups want a warrior just for that reason. They feel satisfying to play, you know, once they have that rune where they have to bob and weave 80%, or like not 80%, 80 rage, which gives them like a 20% increased damage, especially with Raging Blow. Especially with Raging Blow. Damn, man. They feel really satisfying. And with Wind Fury or Wild Strikes, Feral, they're so good. They pump like 160 plus DPS in your BFD group. You want one, especially one with a epic sword like the one I have in this picture. In terms of PvP, well, unless you have the Warbringer chest piece rune, you are not doing anything. You are, because if you get rooted, guess what? Nobody else is around you to cleanse you. You're sitting there with your thumb up your ass with an epic sword. You doing jack shit. You're just getting rooted for. You're basically a walking target. Imagine a geared warrior gets rooted. They don't have the Warbringer chest piece. With their epic sword, they're just like this. Like, what? Yeah, nice epic sword, idiot. Try moving. But if they get close to you, it's over. You're dead. You're actually just dead. So, I'm gonna put it in B, actually. Even though I've talked good things about them, I'm gonna put it in B. Why? Because they lack in PvP. It's fucked for them for PvP. Just because that just tanks their PvE. That just favors the PvP side versus the PvE, and it goes like that. It slaps down the PvE. Even though the PvE is good, the PvP, fuck it. I know a lot of warriors like the PvP, and it feels like prison. Dude, trust me, I play a warrior. I played a warrior. I have a lot of classes that I play. This mage is fucking casting his shit, and they just rooted you, and they're like, and you know what? While we're talking about warriors, why not priests? Priests? Oh, they're such good healers. Oh my god. Warrior pet. That's what they are. They're just warrior pets. Understand that. Learn it and accept it that you are a warrior pet. That's all you are. Unless you play Shadow like a weirdo. But, you know. Shadow priests and all that, casters, they're gonna be so broken in the next phase. I can't even talk right now. I'm so excited for phase 2. I am so excited for phase 2. Type in the comment section if you are excited for phase 2. Solo content, they're really good as well. They have Void Plague, which is gonna be very broken. They're like a fountain of healing. They're like a waterfall of healing. You cannot stop them. You cannot stop them. That shield, if they don't give you a shield and you're a melee class in a BFD group and you're on the second boss fighting the turtle Gamora, and they don't give you a shield when the bubble is about to pop, just know that they have a personal vendetta on you and they want your downfall. Okay? In PvP, they're amazing at healing. Great sustain, a lot of off DPS. You know, they can off DPS with Void Plague. Amazing, amazing! Oh, you want one in your group. Yes! We might as well put those two images right there too. Next class, the Warlock. Dude, oh my god. Even saying the class name just brings so much gloom and doom. They're so strong. In Season of Discovery and in Vanilla Classic WoW, they've always been strong. It's a Warlock, baby. That's the Chad caster. I feel like this class wasn't even made for this game. Oh, you know what? Let's do this. PvE, amazing. So strong. Time to suck. What? With the Metamorphosis rune. I'm not saying you need this, but if you have it and you use it, you know how it feels when you put it on. Come on, Warlock players. You know how it feels when you put it on. It's like unzipping your pants, okay? It's like you're laying the dick and you're like, boom. I metamorphosis that thing. Y'all can't do anything about it because guess what? Blizzard employees are Warlock players. I'm getting off topic. I'm getting off topic. They are health stones. Don't share a cooldown with any consumables in your bags. They can tank now. They can tank, okay, with the Metamorphosis rune, but I wouldn't say you would want that instead of a Shaman tank, you know? A Shaman tank is really S tier. It's S plus tier. I would say it's in the Warlock tier, along with, you know, just being a Warlock. If I had an option to have like a main tank as a Shaman or a Warlock, I would choose the Shaman. But if we had a full group of just Warlocks, please, somebody do this actually. If somebody can go into a BFD group, 10-man it with like 10 Warlocks, or at least have like 2 healers and have 8 Warlocks, 2 of them tanking, 6 of them running Chaos Bolt Incinerate. Holy shit! I would watch that any day. I would watch that any day. They're in the Warlock tier list. They're above everything else. They are above everything else. In PvE, they don't die. Master Channeler with Metamorphosis, they don't die. They can kite you all around every day, any day. They're so fast too. If you go on a rogue or a druid and you're stealthing, well, guess what? That Master Channeler drain life, it still detects you. It still detects you. It's still on you. It doesn't matter where you are. Even when they die, they're still casting that shit. Next class, one of my favorite classes. Okay, the Shaman. The lightning wielding, the storm approaching. I love this class. This is the most funnest class that I've ever touched and played. In PvE, they're really good. Tanking Shaman is so broken. It's so sad that they're nerfing it next phase, but I still think Shaman tanks are gonna be a good choice in the next phase. Warrior tanks are coming back into the pool because they're having more talents and more AoE, more things to keep threat Elemental and enhancement are so stupid, man. They're like, Elemental is so inconsistent. Oh my gosh, bro. I love playing Elemental, but oh my gosh, it's so inconsistent. 3-second cast lightning bolts? 3-second cast lightning bolts? But I will say though, the overload rune, so broken, especially with lava burst. Oh my gosh, you can crit for almost like 900 damage. It's so strong, and I'm so glad. And the next phase, I am so excited for Shaman. And the next phase, because of Maelstrom weapon. Maelstrom fucking weapon. That means instant cast spells. You fire shock something, hit something with like a melee attack. You hit something with melee attack, you're like a Maelstrom weapon stacks to build up. You instant cast lava burst, it crits for like 2,000. Oh my gosh, man. And then enhancement shamans getting dual wield specialization, them being to dual wield one-handed weapons, and then putting on double rock biter. Their attack power is about to be 10 million in the next phase. But the raid loot that's coming up, right? The raid loot that's coming up is the two-handed mace that's gonna increase their attack speed by 50%. That'll be good. I want to see who's gonna be running dual wield and two-handing enhancement shamans, because they're good. They're really good. But like dual wielding, I want to see what weapon choices we can have at level 60, or like what they're adding at level 60 for dual wield enhancement shamans. I'm really excited for that, actually. I'm really excited for the future phases, especially for phase 2 right now, because Maelstrom weapons. In terms of PvP, shamans always have been lacking, you know, some sort of crowd control. I get that we have Earthbind Totem, which slows melee attackers mostly, and we have like Tremor Totems. We have utility basically, but we don't have any like consistent crowd control like Hex. That's really good. I would want Hex to be added as a rune. I would love that. I would switch it for any spot. I don't care what spot it is in my gear slot. I will switch out any rune for Hex. And healer shamans have always been broken. So I'm gonna put this in fuck off. Even though I love the class, they're just not it right now. They are just not it right now for phase 1. And I know phase 1 is about to end, but I want to get this video out. You know, I want to get this video out. I want everybody to know how things were in phase 1. Alright, last but not least, the Paladin. The Shaman and the Paladin are faction classes, so you can only play a Shaman if you are on the red boy side. And then you can only play Paladin if you're in the blue ball side. In terms of PvE, Paladins are really feeling good right now. I'm pretty sure a lot of Paladin players are happy because they have auras and they have more of a rotation to go around with. I'm not sure if they have Crusader Strike or like Templar's Verdict. I'm not sure if they have that, but yes, PvE feels really good for Paladins, I would imagine. I haven't played it because, you know, I'm a Horde player. But I'm guessing that that's how it is right now. Paladins, their PvP is basically the same thing as warriors, but they do have the Blessing of Freedom, which is amazing, okay? They're amazing. They also have immunities, so they're really good in PvE and PvP. You know, it's annoying to fight against one. You know, they can stun you, they bubble, and then they're just like, let me Divine Storm. You go like this. You go like this. This is how I see the animation of Divine Storm on like dwarves and humans. They go like this. You go. It's a funny animation to see. It's a cool animation that I see. I like that. They can also heal themselves in PvP. They have immunities. They can give blessings. They can protect other teammates with immunities. It's really good. I'd say they're really good, but I'm gonna put you in D because you're a wheelchair class, you know? Once that Blessing of Freedom goes away, it's fucked. You're over. Actually, you know what? Also, for PvP, the only thing that can counter this monster up here is this thing down here. Kind of funny how that is, right? Kind of funny how that is, right? And the Druids, they give you Mark of the Wild. Actually, you know what? I'll put them down here. Fuck Druids. They're anti-rogues. I changed my mind. Druid is dog shit. It's a bad, you know what? Fuck it. There you go. Yep. There's the tier list. There is the tier list, guys. That is the tier list. This is how I rank the classes in Season of Discovery Phase 1, okay? And if you disagree with me, well, you're just wrong. Because, like I said, everything that I say in this tier list is factual. And if you change it, well, you're dumb. You're dumb. Okay. Dummy. You know what? Yeah, we'll keep the druids down there. Yeah, we'll keep the druids down there. And there you go. And if you guys also want to rank the classes based on your, perspective, your point of view, your experiences in Season of Discovery Phase 1, I will link it in the description below. But thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in Phase 2. Bye-bye. Peace out. Bye-bye.